Hey, chap. Give me 1 second here. I hope everyone is having themselves a good day. Just give me a second. And apparently YouTube is not registering I am alive yet. There we go. Oh. Now, we're gonna have to see if I can find that thing that I'm missing. Yo, that's weird. Is that showing up on the stream too? That was weird. My screen is like cutting off there. Oh wow, it is showing up on a screen too. Scream 2. Stream 2. What the hell, bro? What the hell, bro? Do 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 do. I am so confused here, chat. Where the frack am I supposed to go? Like, I cannot find the shit I'm supposed to find here. He's completely upside down. That's quite the position.
Currently unable to access customary greeting bank due to routine internal maintenance. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
I cannot figure this out, chat. I cannot figure this out. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't like how it darks it out if you've missed an option. That's kind of dumb, chat. Google for the win. I was not dealing with that right now. Spent like fucking 15 minutes yesterday looking for that shit too. Stabby stab. I think I need to adjust my position.
Just give the signal. I know I've been pushing to find. Got an old tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one. Not sure he'd still. I had some. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, let him down.
I almost forgot I was live for a second. I started skipping.
Too long. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. Traded some hard words over promises I made and ought not have. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the Protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission. All the more reason the Earth Directorate needed someone in the system keeping an eye on things. Luckily, Val and I survived. I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Well, you weren't. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean line. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Till recently. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there. Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of something better.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a...
You want freedom of choice. You want pt2's choice.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifolds. You just stopping by to admire the mines? Or is there something I can help you with? Only becomes a problem if the objects start talking back. Make my job a whole lot easier if they would, though. See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, "Gee, nice weather we're having today." Not unless your talent for interruption matches your knowledge of lifting mechanisms? Like it's that easy, huh? All right, let's see you try then. I was being sarcastic, you ninny. I wouldn't trust you near a macrowave, let alone a system capable of deploying incendiary devices. Go do something that's not being in my way. Look at a cloud. Touch some grass. Imagine that'll keep you safely occupied a while. All right, baby. It's just me and you again. Now, how's about we figure out what's...
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you...
We are provided everything we need.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept... I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators. Research mostly, some wholesale, and as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, This is a pretty big deal for me. Well, I've got a lot left to...
What's all this talk I'm always hearing about middle and
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well it would not have been necessary had you completed your task in a timely manner.
I'll calm down when you stop bringing your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. You scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies,
Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Haha, yes! What? Now punch his hat off.
I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. Now, I finished urging others to assault. Let's move on. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. Worry not. The culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yesayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Verily. On to business. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Shh, not so loud. The heck can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I am the enemy. I am the invader. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf. Perhaps. The kit contains some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements, crippling infrastructure to force the refugees toward Fairfield. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists Auntie. Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone. Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of purple berry crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian. I don't think you understand. The reserve Oxonian is functionally identical to the one I wear. If anything, the replica is likely in better state. I've grown attached to this one and would prefer not to part with it. And really, is anything truly one of a kind? Not from the universal perspective. Very well. I can see you won't be swayed. You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my limited production gentle person's Oxonian. If I must. Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe. I suppose I should take this time to make peace with its departure. Oh, so many grand times shared with this.
Gonna be my hat, bro.
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back in Auntie's Choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something? I did, but I can't expect someone else to foot the bill if there's no guaranteed treatment will work. So I'll take on the risk myself. A go-getter attitude's always rewarded. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Graphs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. Oh, Inez, you look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated triptease. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. That is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here. But perhaps not many with Doc's particular skill set.
I understand your reservation, but I do care deeply for all my patients. Inez has attested to it. And so can Copernicus here, when he is freshly fed. Where was I? Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, The code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average Crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
This is hardly worth the effort of a response, dear, but I might remind you that Raptidons are not native to this land. Now listen close. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean, law guide you both out there.
Alright. What the frack was that sound? Hey, Rick, welcome in, my friend. Hope you're having yourself a great day over there.
Carr mentioned this place once. Trained up arbiters to kill without remorse. Hey,
just the Dragoon to worry about.
In the where now?
Free hole in the head. Come at
Whoa! Uh-oh, I'm out of shoddy ammo. I don't like that. I don't know, because I'm not anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Back in business.
ready to waste them.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Arbiter Nebs, the words are a song to my ears. This, no doubt, is the opportunity I have long awaited. These hapless recruits arrived just before the invasion. No sooner had they set down their bags than their instructors were called to the war front. I read the fear, the uncertainty in their faces. And I knew, as this outpost's primary practice target replacement technician, I alone could teach them. They see me as their leader, their arbiter. I will not fail. Should the invasion breach our defenses, I will stand proudly at the vanguard. Shoot to kill.
offensive anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure.
Fuck! I don't have the lockpicking skill, bro. I swear, this game, you never have what you fucking need. Although, this is quote-unquote a high-level area. I'll probably forget they're here, chat, just saying. Unless I have to come back here. Which I shouldn't. Because everything's dead. Hey, Stooge.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we walked past, they opened fire. Word is Milver Street is a
Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
It always sounds like so much for effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything important we can tell them. I do love it. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps and get the juicy Milver Street.
I don't even want to think about the damage those crapples are gonna do to my machines.
There's gravel. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal. Only thing they're
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak them off.
Everything have to be so goddamn irritating.
Heads up. Rival life forms.
Aggressors in range.
Let's get them over with.
Ah, Shiza. Whoop. He's got armor.
Let me know when you need an instruction. You lot couldn't hit the broadside. I'm the one you need to worry about.
If they put half as much energy into cleaning as they had into attacking the odd passerby, this place would be pristine.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by blood loss, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Lot Low Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elman Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Oh, all that pleading and the like. Yes. Well, it's only my second time
Wait,
trapped in
what?
the laboratory basement, and I do admit, I did panic just a little. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me. As an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, of course, succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a
I am something of a scientist myself.
something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say. Speaking of the team, such as they are in their present deranged state, how did you make it past them? You know, without being killed.
Didn't you hear? I murdered practically everybody.
So, sometimes with screaming, it can be difficult to discern intent, like, I'm being killed, can be so close to, I'm running amok. Shame. The staff and I all had such good chemistry together. Suppose it couldn't be helped, though. What matters most is getting out of here alive, saving our researchers a close second, and curing my remaining colleagues a firm third. As you're now one of them, I'll take that as a compliment. But enough glad-handing me. Regarding what... Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters? Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? We'll need 2 things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. I need all the particulars and analysis from the expedition put onto a data cartridge and brought back, along with fresh spores. Both will be key in the formulation of an antidote. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. once we have an antidote.
Things take time, Commander. Love to, but I'm not ready.
Dum 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 dum.
Fastest way forward is through!
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather stool samples. Simple enough. A routine task for the audacious advances field team. Right now, as we approach the rap's nest, certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
is over. We should have what we need.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Shit's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life outside our lab? No. Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment!
Check enemy light.
What was this?
Ready to wait. On your command.
Ah, oh, research lab card. Okay. I was like, no, I don't want to use fucking my mag keys for that. I'm already in here. I would have been pissed at myself.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first formless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates...
Holy fucking bots on Twitch. Get the fuck out. Banned.
Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a
You
flow.
must
None
never
of the
do
previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Ah, there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, Let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance.
The Friday night, if I'm the problem. And your mans never do no wrong if I'm so awful. But you stick around this long, and if it's the whiskey.
There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly.
They're all dead.
You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Was made for you. You were made for me. Was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Can you get enough of me? Bum 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 ba dum. Bum bum ba ba dum. Bum 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 ba dum. Bum bum ba ba dum. Do 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 do.
Well, these visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise.
Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
You was made for you. You was made for loving you, baby. You were made for. Oh. Oh, ah. Hello.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you?
Chat. I think this is a good time to call for a quick safety meeting. So I will be back in just a couple minutes, everybody. Roll up, smoke up. I'll be back. Don't touch that dial. The dial is lava. Alright, chat, we're back, we're back.
I didn't know. Didn't realize you would...
What else was I to think? You disappeared, sent no word. Death was the best I could have hoped for you, given the alternatives. Let's not mince words. You ran from the cause, I stayed, and suffered for it. Now you turn up with this stranger. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? I hope not for your sake. Niles doesn't have the best history of looking after his friends.
Bring that boil down to a simmer, Zed. This is my commander, one who was with me at Horizon Point.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Huh. You're just mad because Niles has better, cooler friends now? Oh my god.
That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Heartbreaker, 'cause the heart I keep breaking is mine. I keep breaking mine. The good ones are hurt. Can't chase it in the fire. Can't breathe without burn. Got my heartbreaker. Oh, it's crazy.
Greetings, non-protectorate. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for initiating.
Like those meddlesome raptidons.
Heartbreaker is a heart I keep breaking is mine.
Greetings. It is
my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence. Now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
I beg to differ. Those walls have stood for over a century and would easily have stood for another, were it not for Auntie's greed and envy, and explosives. Our society was built from the bedrock up through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all, unlike those corporate colonies where it's every person for themselves.
Designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance.
Personal freedom is just another way to encourage selfish consumerism. Why, we've even eradicated manual labor through our perfection of auto mechanicals. Can aunties claim such? That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, auto mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
As the perfect ecosystem, the native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent...
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Well, allow me to paraphrase. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs. These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starving and wallowing in this metal quagmire. You want to help your people? Go to Fairfield.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such timely offers of generosity and kindness. No thank you, not interested. I owe it to every single person here to try.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment.
That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
Inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure.
I don't know what an Earth Directorate is, and I thought we were past the need for being coy, but fine. I'll extend you my trust as a show of good faith. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. I'm not in favor of one party over the other. It just worries me that we might be involving ourselves in something we have no business in. No, Commander, you're right. It's just, that hasn't always worked out so well. For me, in the past, Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier. Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. Given the condition of this place, I'd assume no shortage of willing spirits eager for a way out. But then, reasons sometimes, before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say. No use trying to lift up those attached to the muck.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrived. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? They'd sell to us? Those medicaments you gave us before? No, never. You must think me easily hoodwinked. Our societies are sworn enemies. You almost make that sound reasonable, under a highly skewed, morally vacuous Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Plenty of the structures below are still submerged. Others, ones that escaped being flooded, got abandoned once the Crabbles moved in. Those ought to have some supplies. If I were you, I'd try to sneak past the Crabbles out there. They seem rather territorial of late. All right, be careful. You've returned.
How empty are the lives of anti-subjects that they need to rely on consumers?
Outside. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport. I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which were a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area, particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I'm happy to help the system abide any way I am able. I assume those are approved protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides. Curativist Row is a fine sort. Pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that wine trot fellow. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign. Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in an honest-to-goodness community than be surrounded by them individualist backstabbers. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Why, things need to severely decline around here for me to even consider... Oh, shut my mouth. Could never leave our fine Vigilant in the lurch. Fairfield. Huh. You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our, perfect society that it works our way. How, fortunate for us all to benefit from such judicious guidance. That's a right intriguing proposition. I do wonder what it's like to have a choice about things. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to... well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
As the perfect ecosystem, the native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network to dominate the matrix.
My own miracle. Show you the lights are down, turn them right down. 2 as soon as I walk in the door. Said I can't wait and I want you in the worst way. Your hands are needing your hips. Want the first taste. A whiskey to be up for your lips. So those all them blinds, like all the doors. Thing I could be. Maybe I just need you tonight. I want you in the worst way. Or you, skin on my skin. Feels just like I'm underneath. You look like an angel of mine.
Outsider?
Worst way.
That should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives. See you when I...
Like all the doors, are way of anything that could break. You move you tonight. I want you in the worst way. Worst way. I can tell that you're mad. I'ma take the high road, baby. Gaston, grab a little too much of something terrible. Girl, messing me up like a time before. I don't need 2 tickets to your shit show.
The wireless said that flooding Westport.
New road. I'ma take the high road, take the high road, take the high road. Not gonna catch me with him. You think about it, I'll think again. I was down in the yelling and fighting. One way I'm 5 and you know. And I know I'ma take the high road, take the best on, have a little too much of something terrible. Messing me up like the times before. I don't need 2 tickets to your shit show. Rock himself out and get a new hoe. Can I take you? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'ma take the high road, take the Gaston, do a little too much of something terrible. I'ma take the high road, take the high road, take the high road. I'm suffocating from self-medicating. I don't know who I am. If I hate you, it acts like a blood mouse. I can't face all of my mistakes, so... yeah. Yeah, Rick. Quieter y'all are, the more I'm gonna sing, dog. You love it, though. Don't lie. I'm lying awake. Yeah, I'm too okay.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to me. Original.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Harder to lie. Oh no, I'm not the same. Think I'm going insane. Oh, bro, my knees feel the pop. No, show me truth, done it all. Done with everything.
There's a beast out there just waiting to yield up its vitals to a grafting table. I'd like to begin the hunt soon, if it's all the...
Apologies for not noticing you there. Wasn't paying rapt attention to those assuasive loudspeaker messages. No. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraub. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature.
You have purple lips, bro.
One of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. I am not familiar, though that does sound like one of their products. I refer to the Purpleberry Crunch brand cereal. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
No, you're not.
You cannot hide the truth from me, for I am too savvy. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field? Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a wildly obstreperous theatrical air?
In my head.
An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go. Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are
You've been fed a lot of
Kill me, throw me 6 feet deep, up and happy so far, don't it taste so sweet? I wanna get drunk right now, nah, nah. Up right now, nah, nah. Bartender, light it up right now, nah, nah. Ex-girlfriend in town. It ain't easy to walk away from someone you love so much. I can't blame you, man, you gotta get up. I wanna get drunk right now, nah, nah. I wanna get drunk right now, nah, nah.
What is it? Speak your mind. Thought you'd agreed to help us, not those corporate heathens. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece. But it's not everyone, is it? I'm sure it's not. The majority of my subjects are steadfastly loyal, resolute, right as rain. Oh, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear you are correct. This war, this devastation, it can't be denied they've taken their toll. Ultimately, I regard their well-being above all, but the joke is on you, really. And them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. I no longer hold any authority over anyone. But if they still wish my blessing, it is theirs. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's Choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. My former subjects jumped at the chance to abandon Westport. They don't need me. Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I have endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little avatar? Oh, it never stops. The tumult of duplicitous lies. You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. At least in Fairfield, I'll have company in adversity. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement. Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to obey.
Ah, fuck. Sorry, chat. Hello, Bubby. Baby, I was born to fly, but baby, I would die to run. You could have done it right. You could have left this town right out of my you wouldn't remember. Fire, and it's all on me. But you burn, burn, burn all down, yeah. But turn, turn, turn around. Let's set my heart on fire. My world on fire. Burn, burn, burn on down. Everybody just turn, turn, turn around. You set my heart on fire. World on fire, and it's all on me.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown... Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I am pleased you are. Return again when you have another four. Stay true, outsider.
It's a world on fire. My world on fire. You set my world on fire. Set my world on fire. Whoa.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Sorry, chat. Just sending a message right there. We're back though. Let's go. I feel like I'm eating my pop pills. Walking through a damn minefield. I've been. Hey, motherfucker! Chat, it's time for a quick safety meeting. I'll be back in just a minute. Time to roll up, smoke up Oh, actually here. Chat, I just got a great song. Wow, and I remembered I have to grind up for this safety meeting. So, let's go. Hanging out behind the club on the weekend. Acting stupid, getting drunk with my best friends. Couldn't wait for the summer at the Warped Tour. I remember the first time I saw her there. She's getting kicked out of school 'cause she's failing. Kinda nervous 'cause I think I'd like to take me. She's always there. Fell in love with the girl at the rock show. She said what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool. Yes, Rick. Blink 182. Let's go, let's go! Girl at the rock show. When we said we were gonna move to Vegas, I remember the look mother gave us. 17 without a purpose or direction. We don't owe anyone a fucking explanation. I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. She said what? And I told her that I didn't know. Alright, chat, I'm done grinding up, so we're gonna do a quick safety meeting run. Don't change that dial. Dial is lava. We'll be right back, party people. Roll up, smoke up, bull burners assemble. Hey guys, what's up? Now it's over. I am back, I am back. Alright. Just making some adjustments to everything on my end here, chat. Forever is over. It's just a bar fight. I love you, baby. Just one say will make me say I used to be love drunk.
New guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport, and it seems I would have been out a great deal of bits. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend.
I used to be
Now be
drunk.
off. I've many refugees to see to. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning.
Hey, Ben Talk, what's up, my dude? Hope you're having yourself a good night. Well, good afternoon right now. Whatever it is.
I'll have risen 6 ranks.
Yes, Zni Kappa. But I've been using bullets a lot more, but I still tend to... Bruh, this dude just straight out lied to me. Do I kill him and, like, turn everyone against me? I want to. He lied to me. This fucking cocksucker. You won't. Man of yours is hard on the sleeve, but will rip once a while at the seams. To his eyes and see him when he silently screams as he says he wants a real man. When she moves at the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. That's good, Ben Talk. I'm glad. Control of his emotions that is hard on his sleeve, but don't get mad.
Acclimatizing well to this purposeless existence.
Bro, I want to, man. He lied to me.
With purpose? Is everything all right? Has something occurred? A representative of Auntie's Choice lied. You must be shocked. Greatly. Yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law. Regrettably, yes. Yes, I do. I've given the matter much thought and can see no other way around it.
Shit, some bastard went and drank all my fucking drink.
Ideals,
What a
which
dick.
he has abandoned. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the Protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains in charge at the Vox Relay diminishes us further.
That shit just wants a real man.
Good, good. Here is the writ. Farewell now.
Sleep, but don't get mad. One who looks about the time. It's a real man.
I got plenty of ideas. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield?
All's fair in love and kneecaps.
So I got no way
Facts.
to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. Wasn't before, but mayhaps they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
Oh my god.
Not particularly. Already have plenty of nightmares about them critters. Just thinking about them scrambles my gray matter. I can't imagine setting foot in Spire Grove, even though it might mean losing a chance to acquire the prize of a lifetime. You see, my partner there unearthed an unexploited Protectorate technology. Wouldn't go into details, but promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens.
It's not enough being alone with myself. I fight. Oh, how long I've been holding on. I know it gets felt. Been well. You push me into the night. I felt I'm high. Know how long I'll be holding on.
Quite suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion,
like
I
a
promise I'll
villain.
see you're taken care of
I
later.
couldn't be. I didn't need it.
Splendid. Go parlay
It's
with
part of
Jackson Plum up at
me.
Spire Grove. It's some
Like a
kind of agricultural
villain.
harvesting encampment
I
southwest
didn't
of here, near a
be.
mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed upon schematics.
You needed me. Ah.
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter
Secrets,
translocation.
'cause I'll tell.
It could be anything. If Jackson's all
almost
fired
mess.
up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Ooh. Seether, let's go. I wanted you to know I love the way you laugh. I wanna hold you high and still your pain. Wait, keep your photograph, and I know it serves me well. I wanna hold you high and still your pain. 'Cause I'm broken when I'm lonesome. I don't feel right when you're gone away. You don't feel me anymore. The worst is over now, and we can breathe again. I wanna hold you high and still your pain.
Jackson, you're too young to be a crater in the dirt.
What the fuck? Crumpled corpse. It wasn't the fall that killed him, it was a sudden stop at the end.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive
When
and
I'm
climbing the corporate ladder.
lonesome, I don't feel right. 'Cause when you're gone, no matter where, don't feel me.
Plasma thruster booth was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to, well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Exactly.
What? It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not Protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about? A duties only.
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry, I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you bits if you get us down before we starve.
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
Things that you could have found a better guy. Loved you till the day I die. Swear to God it's true. I'm coming home to you. Lips stained painted red. On a rearview mirror, prayed for them every night. White trash beautiful. Ninja. Whoa, never give up. Whoa, never give in. I just wanna be loved.
They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
Wanna be loved. Got a competition, a defamation. Running apart. Whoa, never give in. Whoa, never give up. Whoa, never give in. I just wanna be loved.
It was that easy?
Well, it's that easy when you have someone who's actually fucking half competent doing this shit. Just saying. First, you're getting looted, though. Loot Goblin life. Let's go, chat. Hello, my heart.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose.
Whoa, never give in. I just wanna be loved.
With standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised.
Whoa, never give up. Whoa, never give in. I just wanna be loved.
That was some impressive climbing.
Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate got a difference in opinion. The Protectorate believe they can't be bloody. We think otherwise. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone. He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former Protectorate. But he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort.
It was the best thing.
I'm sorry.
But one more lie could be the worst.
Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals
Of all
we've
these
missed,
thoughts
but
are
there's
never
something
resting.
and we're starving.
And you're not something I deserve. In my head there's only you now. This world falls on me. In this world there's no real and make-believe. This seems real to me. You love me but you don't know who I am. Don't stand. Where the fuck do I go? So let me go. So let me go. I dream ahead to what I hope for. And I turn my back on loving you. How can love be a good thing? And I know what I'm going through. In my head, there's only you
I thought
now.
of myself as a
This
vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me
and in
triple if
this
heights are to be
world.
involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
Radio Kneecap. Welcome to Radio Kneecap. Let's go. Today on Radio Kneecap, we're singing the most random ass songs because Spotify DJ is being random. If you want something different, all you have to do is say, "Hey, fuckstick, play this." And just let me go. Let me go.
Oh, that. Of course that's why you deserve extra. Apologies for forgetting. I was overcome with relief. Here's what I would have paid already, with a little extra on top.
Yeah, I thought so, bitch. You know you love me, but you don't know who I am. Ain't a bit of my stand. You love me, but you don't know who I am. Come let me go, so let me go. It's got the company on one side who I'm currently helping, the protectorate, like dictators on the other side who I have not helped. I've been doing nothing but sabotaging them. But because I've helped them. So, the usual. Nothing too overt yet. I talked the protectorate people into joining this colony because I was supposed to get
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself,
access to this Vox place, but Mr. Fuckstick in the top hat lied to me.
I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
One second, I need to chat. I think it's time for a quick nicotine break. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a quick nicotine break, everybody. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Don't change that dial. That dial is lava. It will burn you. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, I'm back.
Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce.
I always sleep alone.
And I get that big promotion.
Ain't been
I'll see you're
throwing
taken care of.
outs.
Until then, take care.
Know his name. Pull her real close, but I need some space. Go for good, even though I should. I never let my heart go all the way. Every now and then. Ooh. No, I don't really use Tinker. Case wake up wanting me out of the blue. I don't like them, kneecap them all. Bruh. Ben Talk, here's the funny thing. As of right now, it's still a couple games down the list, but I will be playing Baldur's Gate. So, yeah. I could always choose to go with the always favorited Murder Hobo Run. Play as a kobold and just murder everybody. Oh man, it's a good place. I'm ever fall in love, baby, just in case. You wake up wanting me out of the blue. You wake down wanting what I want to do.
Working for Milver Street. You can consider my offer formally rescinded.
Wow, fuck you too, bitch. Damn it, can't sneak attack her. Not yet, anyway.
I am well into that case of Purpleberry Crunch you bestowed to me. Did you know Auntie's Choice have other products that are just as bad for you as well?
Yeah, I did.
It is wonderful. I no longer feel the oppressive societal weight to eat healthily bearing down upon me. Why, I've gained 10 pounds already.
Fall in love, baby, just in case. Just in case.
Of course.
Boom, doo doo.
Welcome, welcome.
Nobody knows your body so. Read every detail in my mind. And night, and my problems thrown to me, cover me up under your sheets, roll back your eyes, taking your teeth, show me what nobody sees. I'm addicted to you, addicted to me. I've never tasted sin so sweet.
How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? Sure thing. When you say.
I feel in your pain. I don't know the time. Light the size and go soul on fire. Hand spells of dark desires. Hang up your wings, come to me. To me, up the soul material of sheets. Roll back your eyes, sink in your teeth. Where's the bar? Trying to find gossip, that's where I need to go.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and
I've never tasted skin so sweet.
A few, actually. Who in particular do you mean?
I can smell the toxic coming off of her with the green hair, the daddy issues and toxicity.
Oh, yeah, Pinkney. Offered to fix any and all mechanicals we had in the place, then proceeded immediately to do so. Wouldn't take nothing in return. Strangest thing. Anybody else? Never met somebody so happy to be here. Get the sense he rubbed the other defectors the wrong way. But we all become quite fond of Charlton. Fella can recite every commercial. Who else you want to know about?
No, you're addicted to
She
me.
comes in a lot, actually. Sings, dances, has a grand old time. Often shuts the place down.
I'm
Larges it up like she don't got a care in the world.
You're using. It smells like fish. Kneecaps them.
Sure. He's in here sometimes. Keeps to himself mostly, back there in the
Too
corner.
little, too
Has one
late.
ducks out with a
The
polite
wind
nod.
cries,
You'd never
can't
know
make
used to
you
be
stay.
somebody. Anyone else you haven't
Blue eyes
known?
drowning out the flame. Red lights crashing at your name. Flashbacks, memories, shatter like glass into you and me. Now I'm trying to find a life with a meaning.
Ain't reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching
I'm
holes?
tired, I'm being so broken. Living at home with a heart so broken. Alright.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary,
Yesterday
you have the manner of an officer.
is everything I wanna
Someone who
change.
understands the substantive weight of command. From your tone, am I to suppose it didn't end well? It must have been a nettlesome experience indeed if you remain so prickly about it. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and Caretaker of Worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick. I'm not that kind of warden. It's a title of distinction for those who serve in the Protectorate military, short for Warden of the Realm. And if I did, what a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate. Circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell. I'll be waiting.
'Cause everything we say is better than a unit change.
A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original plot wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
No need to kneecap him.
I'd guess you're one such person.
Up close and personal. You must be someone who doesn't mind getting a little blood on themselves.
Might be our new friends also the sort who can get through impenetrable doors. How's that strike you?
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
I was born on the banks of the Sabine River, not far from the Texas line.
If you don't hear me laughing,
I ain't got much, but damn proud of this double wide up in pines. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll go in my grave protecting what's me and mine.
Oh, really?
So you
Why do you lead
better
with that?
set my land.
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique
Let's
skill
cry.
set. Circumstances being what they are, have at it. Just know we're keeping an eye on you.
You know I got eyes on you, right?
Lucky we're patient swords.
Oh. I completely forgot. I thought it was just a fucking, like an examine. Oh, well.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard. There is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress. Had these two dolts bothered to do even the most cursory inspection, they'd have found it. I leave that to you to discover. Be grateful I offered you this much. That is all I have for you.
I want to see if I can get in there, get back out, and then trade in the quest again over there with them to have it empty, and see if I can get twice the experience, bro. Let's go. Boop boop ba doo 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 doo. I caught you red-handed, red lips on some Tennessee that ain't mine.
What blazes did you get in there? Huh.
I had to come out that way.
Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how
Wanna
our
be?
Chinese will have the armaments
I
to
know the
defend us
story,
now.
baby. I want a confession. I got one question. What would you do to me?
And of course we have you
To
to
dry.
thank. Not sure why I said it.
Hey.
Impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
What would you do to you?
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the Aether. Understood? Good.
Tell me honestly if you want can't speak on now. Nobody hurts like stupid does. Well, no shit. Would you love me? Would you leave me out to dry? Don't cross your mind, baby. You drive me crazy. What would you do to you? Knowing you'd beat the whole damn house on fire. Get out alive. What are you?
Your upper story must be more damaged than this launcher if you're back to... I'm here to do a job, not make friends. Maybe I'd feel differently if so many people's
Tax
lives
write-off
didn't depend
kneecapper
on me
extraordinaire.
fixing this system.
Fucking
No use
Pintuck.
moaning over what ain't. If only I hadn't misplaced my repair manual last week. This would have been a cinch. Sure, I won't refuse an offer of free labor. I'll be here if you locate. In the... All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. Real subtle, ain't you? Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
Oh, baby. When you spend all of your skill points on actual, like, skills and not the fighting ones, makes it very weird and wonky. I feel like I'm not fighting shit. I still have not put anything into medical, though.
But without my leg, how am I going to climb the ranks?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it?
Yeah, Doc. Is this... Say...
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. While you're in my office, I'd ask that you do not discourage my patients from acquiring the necessary funds to save their lives.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc.
I don't encourage delays.
Yeah, I don't have the medical for that yet. Said one more night, then I'm out of here, out of here.
People back already. Anything else I can help you with? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind? Basically, to avoid it at all cost. They have a brigadier up there by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Antes Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications failed to impress me much. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4.
Alright, number 3, hands down, chat.
Which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
Absinthe-minded, 100%.
Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare. All right.
Yo, man. What up?
Folk here from Westport. I really respect them. They've been through a lot. You tell them I said that, all right? I'm working them hard for seed money.
I don't know what to do. Alright. Honey, cut me, cut
You know what
my
these
red
new
handed
Westport
girl next door.
folks need? A middle
How
manager
could
to
this? We were
focus
both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk
I don't know how to play. Caught me on camera, wasn't me. Saw me banging on the sofa, wasn't me. Had her in the shower. Did you ever got me on camera? Saw the marks on my shoulder. Heard the words I told her. And the screams get louder. She stayed until it was over. Honey, get me sick-minded, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I do? Picked her from a tree about to see. Re-statement. Yes, Rick, it wasn't me, bro. I don't know what you've been told. It's lies. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, chat. Jeff, she got me on the counter. Wasn't me. Saw the mud ringing on the sofa. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Caught me on camera. Saw the marks on my shoulder. As I told her. As screams get louder. Until it was over. Got me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? Time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me. Tell her that I'm sorry about the things that I've done. No sense at all. I'm sorry for the things that I've done. Of battery rust.
Why?
Big witch got me bird-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this dude so butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? Standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's.
I don't want a dog like she dark like my coffee.
Though I expect word any day.
I see the way she moves, sent the rush to my body.
These plants so they're
I want
better
that.
than nature.
I need that.
Then
Girl,
we
give
push
me
the product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development. So, is there anything else, or can I get back?
Alright. Nope, not in here. Can't do shit here yet.
Outside. Other former protectorate folks. Meeting up regularly. Some, well,
Blackstone.
others seem a bit homesick.
And she dark like coffee. See the way she moves, set the rush to my body. I like that. Girl, give me And the night doing things about the eyes. Drink her drink, smoke the roach. I don't want no girl like she duck like my coffee, ah. See the way she moves and my wrist with my body, ah. I want that, and I know me, ah. She's got somebody else's eyes I see myself in. I'm holding on this every moment, God knows how best to be. Today we met, I knew I had some catching up to do. She ain't my soul, it ain't got my name, but if she did, I'd feel the same.